Training camp day 4. Let's talk news and nuggets, baby. Woo! Back from Onebar Lupagus show on Onebar with Lupagus. We're talking day 4 Vikings training camp. The first practice where fans could just get in there and see it for themselves. It sounds like Cine is on the cusp of being a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I'm also on the cusp. Just think about these notes and nuggets from today. Speaking of nuggets, Onebar. Are you a fan of McDonald's chicken nuggets still at your age?
The best thing about having kids is the fact that they never finish their nuggets. So I always get a nice 1, maybe 1.5, and I usually just put it in every single dipping sauce possible. This little mix, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I don't care what they're actually made of. They're just so damn delicious.
Made of ass.
It can be the beak of the chicken. I don't care. It can be the cock of the chicken. It can be the cock of the cock. Doesn't matter to me. So, yeah, we're going to talk about news and nuggets day 4, Minnesota Vikings training camp. Before we do, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like, comment, and become a YouTube member. Why would you not do that?
Yeah, most importantly, if you're watching, we're talking Vikings every day, multiple times a day. Hit the sub button. We want to get 10,000 subs more than anything in the world.
And when we do it, it's be one hell of a giveaway.
Yeah, I hope so. All right, let's do it. News and nuggets. What do you got, Lupagus?
Yeah, these come from Will Ragatz, Alec Lewis, and Sam Ekstrom, all combined. We kind of mashed them up, had a 3-way. This is what we came out with. We're going to start with offense. Justin Jefferson. This dude just continues to make highlight reel plays every single practice today. It sounds like he had an amazing catch between Caleb Evans and Cam Bynum that went for a touchdown. He just continues to just make jaw-dropping plays in this camp.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that we put this in every episode, we might as well do an episode of me saying that I am going to drop a hottie at 8:13 every morning because it's going to happen. It happens every day. And Justin Jefferson is going to have a beautiful play every single day. He's the best receiver in the league. Boom.
Not just that it's a hottie, it's an unsolid hottie.
That's just debris, really.
Debris. He also burnt the secondary for like a 50-yard touchdown bomb. So Justin Jefferson, again, anybody doubting how good this guy is, if you think it's going to wear off, it's not. He's the best damn receiver in football, and he should be number 1 pick in fantasy this year. Do it.
All right. Well, the other side of things we have to think about is we got young Caleb Evans. I mean, our secondary is extremely young. And they are getting to go against Justin Jefferson day in and day out. You know how much better this is going to make these guys? I mean, sure, we see like, Caleb Evans, he got burned again. He's going against the best receiver in the league. This is fantastic. I love everything about it. Byron Murphy, too. I mean, it's just win, 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 win.
Yeah, I mean, you only get better when you go against the best. And you can't ask for anything better for these young corners to go against Justin frickin' Jefferson every single day.
Hurting their morale.
No.
Hopefully it's keeping it up. Let's go.
Oh, it's getting them up. So I guess this is a little bit of troubling news that came out today. Vederian Lowe walked off the field, had to be walked off with trainers, and he was replaced at tackle by the newest Minnesota Viking, Bobby Evans.
Bobby freaking Evans, the guy who can play any position you want him to along that offensive line. Well, I mean, when you talk Vederian Lowe and Bobby Evans, I mean, if you're getting down to that, I mean, no offense to these guys are NFL players. They're fantastic athletes. But at that point, shit, it don't matter. You might as well put Lupagus out there at tackle.
I guess the only real newsworthy thing is Vederian Lowe is ahead of Bobby Evans at tackle at this point.
And he should be. I mean, Bobby Evans, he was a Viking late last year. He came in. I think he's more of a guard. Vederian Lowe, it's going to be interesting. He's one of those guys, one of Kwesi's picks, where it's going to be like, does he make the team?
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, he came in, he did play a couple games last year, maybe active for Green Bay and Chicago late in the season last year. So Vederian Lowe, a guy battling for a roster spot to actually make the 53-man team. We'll see if he does that or not. Hopefully nothing too serious there for Vederian. All you want for these young guys is to be able to compete. You know, you hate to see him have an injury and not be able to be out there and battle for a spot.
I love Vederian Lowe. He's our backup right tackle. Well, not yet, but I'd love him to just solidify himself as the backup right tackle to Brian O'Neill with Oli Udoh in there, obviously, too. But, I want this guy to make the roster. I mean, he's coming out of Illinois. A lot of good things said about him.
Yeah, so a guy we're all kind of writing off and assuming he's not going to make the team. It sounds like was very impressive today. Made some very good catches. I'm talking about wide receiver, former first-round pick Jalen Reagor.
Jalen freaking Reagor. He's had a couple of good days. I mean, we saw that video of him making that great catch on the sidelines. Yeah. Jalen Reagor, just like what I just said with Kwesi, it's like, are they going to let this guy go? Are they giving him a little bit longer leash? But he's having a good camp so far, it sounds like.
Yeah, and he's one of these guys, like, I mean, we're kind of writing off, but he could definitely make the team. He's still in the mix. I mean, we can't assume he's going to be gone. And if he does make the team, you hope for the best. He's a former first-round pick. I mean, this guy has talent. So you can't just assume he's not going to make it. But the fact he's showing up, I mean, that's good. That's good. That's a good sign.
It's going to come down. How many receivers do the Vikings keep? I think Jalen Reagor will be one of those guys that the Vikings end up keeping and everybody loses their shit. They're so mad. Tristan Jackson got cut and we kept Jalen, blah, blah, whatever. This is going to be a trigger for a lot of Vikings fans because if I had to bet on it right now, I would actually say he's going to make the team.
Yeah, just get it on your radar. It's a strong possibility of it happening.
Beep,
yeah,
beep,
exactly.
Beep.
So we just did a video on Jaren Hall, and apparently we may have jinxed him because he had a rough day for a camp. He threw a couple of interceptions today, one to our boy, the singer, the voice of an angel, Najee Thompson, picked him off, and Mekhi Blackman also picked him off. For Jaren Hall, great start. Maybe come back to earth a little bit.
You know what? I'm going to put this on a great play by our cornerbacks. I'm not putting this on Jaren Hall. Jaren Hall, damn it, you're still having a great camp. Our corners are showing up. And just had that play of their life. And I love seeing anything about Najee Thompson making some great plays out there. And Mekhi Blackman as well. So, hey, Jaren Hall has said, you know what? I'm going to boost his cornerbacks' ego a little bit. Threw it right to him. Thank you, Jaren.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Jaren. And then Najee, I mean, we love Najee. He's basically the third member of the show. Lewis Cine. Sounds like Lewis Cine maybe had the defensive play of the day, according to multiple sources. Showed great instincts, bolting to the sideline to pick off a big dick Nick Mullins pass. Sounds like he just read it, boom, reacted. And Lewis Cine, always been a smart player, instinctive player, and it showed today. Lewis Cine, play of the day on the defense.
Yeah, and the video is all over Twitter. Go watch it. It was a beautiful catch. Loved everything about it. All you Lewis Cine haters out there writing him off before he even gets a chance. Eat Lupagus's ass because it was beautiful. Love her.
Sick.
Somebody, he will be sick. Take a multivitamin beforehand. I don't know if it's Kevin Seifert. I don't know what it was, but they said it was the best play Lewis Cine has had between last year's training camp, this year's training camp. And you know what? This is perfect. If the year starts out with Cam Bynum and Harrison Smith starting at safety, whatever, let's get Lewis Cine's confidence rolling here. And plays like this will definitely make that happen.
Yeah, and also plays are going to, shorten that, gap between him and Cam Bynum for the starting safety spot. So well done, Lewis. We want to hear more of this. Let's keep this thing going. This is just the tip of the iceberg.
Speaking of Lewis, Huey Lewis from Huey Lewis and the News is actually aging very well.
Did you say
pretty good? He's like 90 years old. He's looking pretty good.
Did you say Huey Lewis from Huey Lewis and the News? We knew what you meant when you said Huey Lewis.
I just wanted to make sure everybody was on the same page here.
I'm not surprised that he's aging well. I had no doubt about that at all. He must be close to 80 at this point.
I'm pretty sure he was in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
The second one, Vanilla Ice did the song for that one, The Secret of the Ooze. All right, we got one more note and nugget. And apparently, I think it was Alec Lewis. He interviewed some players on defense after the practice day, and everybody seems very pumped and excited to be playing for Brian Flores and his defense.
Yeah, I mean, Brian Flores seems everybody loves him. Look at all the teams he coached for. Everybody loves this guy. They love everything about him. Even when he was doing his last whatever, everybody was on his side. So love to hear it. It's all going to come down to where this defense ranks. I love a lot of people, but they suck at a lot of things. So it's all going to come down to where this defense ranks. But it's good to see all the players buying in very early.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome because you hear Brian Flores, this disciplinarian, tough guy, but the fact players want to play for him, that's great. I don't remember anybody saying they want to play for Ed Donatel last year.
God, Ed Donatel, you watch your mouth. I'm going to rinse your mouth out with soap. Yeah, this is probably like a culture shock to a lot of these players. Like, holy shit, This is actually want to go out there and just whoop some ass for you.
We can be aggressive. We can attack, especially for the players who were in it last year. I mean, like this, the laid back approach, like, hey, bend, don't break. This is a complete 180. We're attacking now. And I'm sure it is a culture shock to a lot of these players who were in the system last year.
Yeah, maybe Daniel Hunter sitting on the sidelines like, you know what? Shit. No. Maybe I will play for that $4.9 million.
He's locked in his room playing freaking Sudoku.
I hope he doesn't have electricity. Come on, Daniel. Come on, let's go, baby.
All right, so that is it. Those are the notes and nuggets, the news and nuggets from day 4 of Vikings training camp. So yeah, if you got any more, let us know in the comments. Also, if you want to comment on any things we talked about today, drop them below. We'd love to hear what you guys are thinking. We'll probably put on our next comment video, maybe even if you have a good one.
I hope so. I hope it's real dirty and real inappropriate.
Hell yeah, it's the ones we like the best. All right, guys, remember this as well when you're thinking about these day 4 notes. Eating 3 or 4 marshmallows helps get rid of a sore throat.
Sounds